Good morning, guys. Welcome to the self-defense section entitled Ground Survival. This specific video today is going to show you a modified getup. This, in fact, is a modified Turkish getup. It quickly allows you to safely and effectively get off the ground. Not only that, but you're able to fight in each of the positions that you're putting yourself in besides getting up. So rather than just one position, you have to get to the finished one. You can't fight in between. You can fight in each part in case you get stuck or there's still a threat throughout the movement. We're going to show you the fighting techniques as time goes on. Today we're just going to focus on getting you off the ground. Okay? So we're stating that you got knocked down, you fell over. Boom, I'm on my back. From this position, all right, you want one knee bent, one leg straight. Doesn't matter which one. No, it's completely up to you. The reason being, the bent leg is going to be your stability. You have a base now. I can push off of this. Since this leg is straight, why is it straight and not bent? Well, if I'm doing this, it's going to be hard. I'm fighting against my hips to sit up. We don't want that. We want to make it easy for you. So, leg is straight, knee is bent. The leg that is straight, I'm using that arm to help me sit up, meaning elbow, forearm, hand. I'm sitting upright. This other arm can be used for protection. If you really have range of motion issues, you can actually use both to help you get to this position. Okay? So it's based on your range of motion. Don't strain your back. I'm going to play with this and see if you have the range of motion and mobility to use one or both. But when you get to that seating up position, the bent knee, that arm is your defensive posture. Okay? From here, you're able to strike. Once again, I said later videos are going to get into that. What you're doing with your hand that's up straight, now my posture is better. You're creating a gap, all right, between your leg, your far leg, and your arm. The closer it is, it's going to make this next movement more difficult. So if you have your arm tight, when you get to this position, simply move it out. Keep in mind, we formulated this not on a nice sponge surface, but concrete, a bar floor. What's going to happen in real life? The street, okay? So, we're starting from here, knees bent, elbow, forearm, hand. I have good posture. From this position, the wider it is, the next movement is going to be easier for you. This gap that I've created between my hand and my far leg, I'm just going to simply slide my foot underneath. Okay, I didn't pick it up and lift it and throw it underneath. I dragged it. Why? I don't want this shearing force on your knee joint. Okay, so based on your range of motion, do what's coming. You can even use your other hand to get to this position. All right? Nice and controlled. So far we're elbow, forearm, hand, drag between. From this position, we're pushing up, I'm in a lunge. Now keep in mind, we're on concrete, so I don't want pressure on this back knee. I want it on my front heel. This is another position you're able to fight in. But, for today's premise, we're pushing through this heel, I'm off the ground. This is taking into account, guys, you have neck, back, shoulder, hip problems. Okay, I'm trying to create a safer way, even if you're a taller individual, to stand up effectively. Okay, I see a lot of people try to go into a squat and stand up, and that's great unless you're 6'5", and all of a sudden you have shearing force on your knees. You might have gotten out of the fight, but now your knees are blown out, and so is your back. And if you're hurting yourself, you don't need to worry about the other person. You're doing the job for them. So, when we're putting this all together, I got knocked down, boom. Okay, elbow, forearm, hand. I'm protecting my face with my free arm. Create a gap, slide between, into a lunge. I can fight from here. Stand up. The reason that we're getting you off the ground so quick, we're taking into account, this is not sport fighting, we're not in the UFC, we're not in a ring tournament, you're on the street, you're fighting 2-on-1, you're fighting a person that has a weapon. You think that's fun standing up, imagine on the ground. This is why we're getting you guys off the ground as quick as possible. That will increase your survival rate, all right? Especially in a mass attack and when weapons start coming out, there's less you're able to do as far as movement is concerned effectively on the ground environment. All right? Try these ambidextrous, see which way works for you. The way that's your stronger point, you're going to tend to stick with. But try them both ways and see if you're able to do it ambidextrous-wise. All right? Any questions, guys? Let me know.